Hello, grounded soul of Taurus. I want to welcome you into this space with care and intention because what I am about to share is not just another casual horoscope reading or a fleeting astrological note. It is a message that comes wrapped in urgency. A call from the universe meant to reach directly into the part of you that has been restless in silence. The part of you that has sensed something shifting around you but has not yet found the words to explain it. Taurus, you are known for your stability, for your deep desire to build foundations that last, for your loyalty to people and places that feel safe. But what I see moving through your field right now is an energy that does not belong, a shadow too close to your path. And it is time for you to recognize that the universe is not trying to frighten you, but to awaken you. This shadow is not a random flicker of negativity or a passing wave of bad luck. It is intentional. It is deliberate. And it carries the weight of envy disguised as familiarity. Taurus, you may already have noticed it in small ways, in the sudden obstacles that seem to appear from nowhere, in the unexpected setbacks that make no logical sense, in the way your body feels heavier even after rest, or in the quiet tension that sometimes lingers in your chest as though your spirit is whispering. Pay attention. These are not coincidences. They are signals. The first cracks in the facade, and they are asking you to sharpen your awareness. And while your natural instinct is to brush off these moments, to ground yourself in practical explanations. The truth is that what you are experiencing is not just material, it is energetic. Someone close to you, someone who sees the stability you have created, someone who envies the way you stand firm, even when storms pass through your life, has been projecting their bitterness toward you, weaving threads of interference that touch not only your outer world but your inner peace. Taurus, the universe is pulling back the curtain because it is time for you to see clearly, and once you see, you cannot unsee. This first revelation is only the doorway, and as we move forward together, we will look more closely at how this interference has been leaving fingerprints across your work, your relationships, and even your health. Not to weaken you, but to awaken you into the next stage of your power. Because while the shadow may be near, what waits for you on the other side of recognition is strength, clarity, and a destiny no one can take away once you claim it fully. Taurus, when we speak of betrayal and interference, it is important to understand that these forces do not always reveal themselves through obvious attacks or open conflict. More often, they creep in quietly, like cracks forming beneath the surface of solid ground, subtle enough that at first you explain them away, but persistent enough that they begin to disturb the order and stability you value so deeply. And this is where your challenge lies. You are so loyal, so devoted to the people and responsibilities in your life, that you often give them the benefit of the doubt long after the truth has already shown itself. The universe is asking you now to sharpen your vision, to recognize the fingerprints of sabotage for what they are, and to stop dismissing the instincts that are trying to keep you safe. Look back carefully, Taurus, and you will see the pattern. That project or opportunity you were sure would flow smoothly, but collapsed at the last moment without logical reason that was not random. The delays in your finances, the sudden misunderstandings in your workplace, the unexpected costs that appear just as you start to feel secure, these are not coincidences. They are the shadows of interference. Subtle but deliberate attempts to pull you off balance. Someone has been watching your steady climb, unable to celebrate your persistence, and instead of building their own stability, they are projecting their resentment toward you, hoping to shake the foundation you have worked so hard to create. But it does not end with your work or your material stability. This energy has extended itself into the softer corners of your life, the places where you are most vulnerable. Perhaps you have noticed sudden tensions in your relationships, arguments that ignite from nothing, or moments of mistrust that feel uncharacteristic and confusing. These fractures are not accidents. They are born from the energy of envy, designed to plant seeds of doubt where there should be trust. Taurus, because you love deeply and give fully, you are sensitive to these disruptions. And the discomfort you feel is not a weakness, it is your intuition alerting you to what is hidden. Your body, too, has been carrying the burden of this interference. The restless nights where your sleep feels shallow, the tension in your shoulders or chest that you cannot explain, the sudden fatigue that drains you even when you have not done much. These are not random ailments. They are the echoes of energetic pressure, signals that something external has been pressing against your field. And while others might overlook such subtle warnings, you cannot afford to dismiss them, for they are part of the larger map pointing you toward the truth. Taurus, what you are facing now is not meant to crush you, but to wake you up, to help you see that not every hand extended is sincere, and not every smile is harmless. The signs of betrayal and interference are already present in your life, and as we move into the next part, we will explore how these shadows reach into your home, your family, and your most sacred relationships, not to destroy them, but to test your ability to protect what is truly yours. Taurus, of all the signs in the zodiac, you are the one who treasures love, home, and the comfort of stability most deeply. These are not just preferences for you, they are your roots, your sanctuary, the soil in which you plant your entire life. And so it is no accident that the shadow lingering around you has reached into these sacred spaces, seeking not to break you through open battle, but to unsettle the very ground where you feel safest. Because when your heart is shaken, when your home feels uneasy, when your body is restless, you begin to doubt not only the world, but yourself. And that is precisely what this energy wants to weaken you, where you are strongest. Perhaps you have noticed it already. A conversation at home that turns sour without reason. A partner or loved one who suddenly grows cold or distant in ways you cannot explain. A fracture appearing in the bond with a friend or family member that once felt unshakable. These are not random misunderstandings. Taurus, they are part of the ripple effect of the interference circling your field. The shadow knows that your loyalty is both your greatest strength and your greatest vulnerability. And it seeks to exploit that by stirring discord where there should be harmony. When love feels uncertain, when trust begins to falter, your steady heart begins to waver. And that is where doubt can take root. And yet, it does not stop with your relationships. Your body has been whispering warnings as well. The tension in your chest that arrives without explanation, the headaches that seem to surface from nowhere, the restless nights where you wake up more tired than when you lay down, these are not mere inconveniences. They are signs that your energetic field is under strain. Your physical self is carrying the weight of what your spirit already knows, that someone has been projecting negativity toward you, that you are absorbing an energy that was never yours to hold. Taurus, your body is your most loyal ally, and when it speaks through fatigue, discomfort, or unease, it is guiding you toward truth. Pay close attention also to your dreams, for they are messages coded in symbols. If your nights have been filled with strange imagery, unsettling emotions, or a heaviness you cannot shake, know that this too is part of the interference. Even in rest, your spirit is being tested. Ask to recognize that the unease you feel is not your imagination, it is a signal to strengthen your protection. And remember, Taurus, the shadow does not only strike you directly, it can ripple into the energy of those closest to you. Family members may act restless, irritable, or withdrawn, not because they have turned against you, but because they too are touched by the same currents moving through your environment. But here is the truth that must anchor you: no shadow, no envy. No interference can truly destroy what is built on love and truth. The bonds that are real will withstand any illusion, and the health that is consciously protected will be restored. What is required of you now is awareness, patience, and vigilance. This is not a call to panic, but a call to protect your sanctuary, to honor your body, to tend to your relationships with clarity and truth. For in doing so, you reclaim your strength, and the shadow loses its power to confuse you. And as we move forward, Taurus, we must step into the greater recognition of what this moment truly is: not just an inconvenience, but a turning point of destiny, a crossroad where the choices you make now will shape the years ahead. Taurus, the universe does not allow these shadows to rise merely to unsettle you, nor does it expose betrayal in order to wound you without reason. No, what you are standing inside right now is a threshold, a crossroad where the present collides with the future, and the choices you make in this season will echo for years to come. Your sign, more than any other, understands the value of long-term cycles, the slow growth of seeds into harvest, the patient building of a life that endures. And so when I tell you that this moment carries the weight of destiny, you must understand it is not a poetic exaggeration, it is a truth written in the movement of the stars. The energy surrounding you has revealed itself because it is time for you to decide whether you will continue carrying patterns that no longer serve you or whether you will rise into a higher level of clarity and protection. If you ignore the signs, if you dismiss your intuition, if you allow others to chip away at your energy and peace without response, then you risk entering into another long cycle of repeated frustrations, betrayals, and exhaustion. But if you awaken now, if you take seriously the signals from your body, the warnings in your dreams, and the cracks appearing in your relationships, you can turn the tide completely. You can step into a timeline where envy has no power over you, where betrayal cannot shake your foundations, where your light is no longer dimmed by the shadows of others. The wheel of fortune itself is spinning in your field. Taurus, this is the card of cycles turning, of fate shifting beneath your feet, of the chance to rise higher than you have ever gone before. And yet, this wheel does not spin on its own, it responds to the courage of your choices. If you choose fear, silence, and denial, the wheel turns downward into contraction and limitation. But if you choose awareness, vigilance, and courage, the wheel lifts you upward into expansion, prosperity, and protection. You are not a passive player in this story. You are the one whose steady hand can guide the wheel in the direction of your choosing. Understand this. Taurus, the energy of this moment is urgent because the window is narrow. Opportunities to reset the course of your destiny do not come every day. The shadow pressing against you is not only a test of your resilience, it is also a reminder of your power. This interference is here not to break you but to sharpen you, to train your spirit in discernment, to remind you that not every path deserves your steps and not every voice deserves your trust. And so, as you stand at this turning point, know this: the universe has placed in your hands the authority to decide. Will you allow envy to continue poisoning your field? Or will you clear it with the light of awareness? Will you repeat old cycles of giving too much while guarding yourself too little? Or will you finally claim the balance you deserve? Taurus, destiny itself waits for your answer. And the way you respond now will shape not just the coming days, but the years ahead. And this is why we must step together into the final revelation, the rebirth itself. The new timeline that begins once you choose to walk with clarity, protection, and unwavering trust in your own worth. Taurus, As we arrive at the closing of this journey, I want you to pause and feel the ground beneath your feet, because it is here, in the steadiness of the earth, that your soul finds its greatest truth. Everything we have spoken of, the shadows that hovered too close, the betrayals that whispered through cracks in your relationships, the interference that unsettled your body, none of it has been meant to break you. It has been meant to awaken you, to remind you that you are not only the builder of foundations, but also the guardian of them. That your loyalty and devotion must never come at the cost of your own peace. And that your stability is sacred ground, no shadow can trespass once you choose to defend it. The universe does not reveal envy or betrayal to frighten you, Taurus. It reveals it so that you may finally step into the fullness of your authority. You are not powerless. You are not blind. You have always had the ability to sense when something is off, to feel when the energy of a room grows heavy, to know in your body what your mind tries to dismiss. That inner wisdom is your birthright, and this season is about reclaiming it, no longer ignoring the whispers of intuition, no longer excusing behavior that chips away at your soul, no longer sacrificing your dreams for the comfort of others. This is the rebirth the stars have been guiding you toward. Remember, Taurus, you are never alone in this. The earth itself supports you. Your ancestors stand behind you, and the divine forces walk beside you. What felt like isolation was in truth preparation, shaping you into someone who can no longer be deceived by false promises or silenced by fear. From this moment forward, you are invited to live not in reaction to shadows, but in radiant alignment with your own light. You are the protector of your home, the keeper of your heart, and the builder of a destiny no one can take away. So declare it now. Taurus, my soul is untouchable. My love is unshakable, and my destiny is unstoppable. Let these words be your shield. Let your awareness be your guide. And let your resilience be the fire that burns away every illusion. This is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of your new timeline. One where envy cannot touch you, betrayal cannot define you, and fear cannot hold you back. Step into it fully, Taurus, because the life you have always dreamed of is waiting on the other side of this awakening.